Okay, we'll discuss some more examples. Okay, so in this example, let's say we have two eigenvalues and both eigenvalues are negative. Okay, at that time, how the phase portrait is going to look like. Now let's say these are the eigenvectors corresponding to the eigenvalue. Okay, and then now, so if you see, both are negative, which means both are going towards the 0, both are stable manifold. Okay, anyway, we will not say these things are manifold, but anyway, so both are stable trajectories. Okay, among this, which one is going to go faster? Okay, faster towards the 0 line. So if lambda 2 is lambda 2 is very small, which means the magnitude of lambda 2 is very large. Okay, so along the vector corresponding to this one, the lambda 2, the decaying is going to be very fast. Okay, maybe this is that line corresponding to lambda 2 and this is the line corresponding to lambda 1. Okay, so once we draw these one, and if these two things are negative, then along the fast eigen direction, its every trajectories will gonna go, and then once it reaches near to the slow eigen direction, then the effect of this slow eigen direction will dominate and it will go like this. Okay, so that's how the phase portrait will look like for this case. Okay, now if both the things are positive, okay, lambda 1 and lambda 2 are positive, then what we will have, and at the same time lambda 1 is smaller than lambda 2, at that time we will have the same trajectory, but only thing is the arrow marks are in the opposite direction. Okay, fine. Now what if the eigenvalues are not a real number but a complex number? Okay, so let's see, this is one solution, right? This is a solution, but where this 2 and minus 3 are the eigenvalues, right? So instead of this 2 and minus 3, say for some case I have some complex number. Okay, some complex number, and also if it's going to be a complex solution, then one solution is a complex conjugate to the other solution. Okay, and at that time what do we get is we will have the same real part and the same the magnitude of the real part is same for this one and this one, and it's same for our imaginary part as well. Okay, so now how the system will evolve, the same solution in this one, e to the power of the real part of t into e to the power of the imaginary part of t. Okay, let's put it like that, I into that imaginary part of t. Okay, now the real part of t is gonna say whether that amplitude, okay, the initial condition is going to decay or grow. Okay, the real part, okay, if I consider that real part, finally I will end up with a sine function. Okay, so that is just responsible for the oscillation. Okay, so the amplitude, whether the amplitude is decaying or not, will be told by the real part, and the imaginary part is going to say that it's going to oscillate. Okay, so now with that understanding, if we see, if the real part is negative, okay, then it will not just oscillate, but also that amplitude will decay So that results in a spirally inward towards the fixed point. Okay, so that's a that is also known as stable spiral. Okay, if the real part is positive, then it's an unstable spiral. The arrow mark will be in the opposite direction. Okay, or it will be in this direction. Okay, and what if the real part is 0? So the eigenvalues are just an imaginary number. At that time, the amplitude will neither grow nor decay, and we will have this kind of phase portrait. Okay, and this is known as center. Okay, fine. So those are the cases when the eigenvalues are complex numbers. Okay, now what if the two eigenvalues are same? What if they are equal? Okay, if they are equal, then we will have only one eigenvector, right? So we will have only not only one eigenvector. If they are equal but not 0, okay, if they are equal but not 0, it means the decaying rate is same. Okay, the decaying rate is same, which will provide us a star node. So the decaying rate is same for any initial condition. So that's what it means. Okay, fine. Now what if the two for this case, what if the lambda value is 0? If the lambda value is 0, then the whole plane is the fixed point. That's what it means. Okay, if the lambda value is 0, then for any initial condition, it's not approaching towards 0. At the same time, it's not going away from the 0, so it stays there. So which means that is also a fixed point. Okay, so yeah, so that's one case. Okay, we'll discuss one more case. What if one of the lambda value is 0 and another one is not? Okay, if one of the lambda value is 0 and another value is non-zero, then we will have two independent eigenvectors. Okay, and those two independent eigenvectors, we will have the eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue 0. That whole line is a fixed point. Okay, so it's a line of fixed points. So that's what we will observe. So the picture is more like so the picture is more like this one, but instead of along the x-axis or a particular axis, we will have a different axis. Okay, so that's how the system will look like when one of the eigenvalue is 0 and another eigenvalue is non-zero. Okay, thank you.